Hi everyone, today we'll be doing a tutorial about Makebeliefcomix.com, which is a website where you can make your own comic. This website is great for students and for really children of all ages. You can see here that they have a little sample of what a comic can look like, but before we get to making our own comics, let me just show you down here about all the extra resources they have, which is pretty amazing. Um, we have, where they explain ways to use this in a classroom. They even make up some lesson plans for you, which are really in depth. I took a look at them. What I really like are these 350 printables, which are worksheets that they made. I like this one here where we have a man sleeping, and you can write about what you would like to dream about. Be a really neat activity for students. But let's get back to the actual comic creator because that's what we will be tutorialing today. Alright, so let's enter and start making a comic. Alright, so initially they give you 3 windows to place your comic. So before you start, you want to choose if that's right for you or not. Down here at the bottom, you have a choice to make it 2 panels, 3 panels, or 4 panels. I'm going to go with the traditional 3 panels here. Next, you probably want to insert a character for your comic. As you can see, there are a ton of characters to choose from. And each of these characters have a costume or different poses they can choose from. I like Mr. Penguin here. As you can see on the screen, he's in a top hat. Over here, he's in a Hawaiian shirt. I like him in a top hat, so that's what I'm going to keep him in. Alright, I'm going to move him all the way to the left because he is my main character, but he is facing to the left, which is not very good for dialogue. So I will flip him with this flip tool over here. All you have to do is select it and just click whatever you want to flip. Alright, so now we have one character. We need someone for him to talk to. So I am going to choose Mrs. Bunny, where she is. Here she is. And I'm going to insert her there and flip her so she's looking at Mr. Penguin. Alright, next you probably want them to have some dialogue. This is where you choose to have a dialogue balloon. You can also have them have a thought balloon like Garfield, but these animals can talk. So here you can choose from different talk balloons that are just really different sizes. They're not really different shapes, but let's just choose the first one. Alright, as you can see, a dialog box popped up, and to insert dialogue, all you have to do is click inside, erase errors, and write whatever you want. Alright, hi Professor Faith. Alright, so next, this dialog balloon is pretty huge. So I could have chose a smaller one, but that's a bit limiting for me. What I'm going to do is click this tool instead, the scale tool. Now I can click on my talk balloon and this scale pops up. Now I can make it huge, I can make it small, and I'm just going to make it a bit smaller. Now it's a bit off center from where I want it to be, so I'm going to click the move tool and move it back over to Mr. Penguin. One thing I forgot to mention here is the background colors that you can change, which, not a huge selection, but adds a bit of color. Or instead of a background color, you can choose different backgrounds, which show up over here in the selection window, and you get to choose from all the different backgrounds. I'm going to choose this school background here and in here. I don't know where that butterfly came from, but let's get rid of that. Oh, and I should show you this delete tool that I just used. To delete something, all you have to do is click the tool and click your object you want to have deleted. But let's put this back. Alright, so now we have our background, our characters, and our dialogue. So let's just go ahead and finish this comic. One last thing I would like to show is these object balloons here. We can have different sound effects like in the Batman TV show, or there's different balloons, other objects. Pretty huge list. And you can just insert it, put it in someone's hand, make it smaller or bigger. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So say this is our completed comic. Not really much of a story, but works for us right now. All you have to do is click next, and this is where the finished comic is. This is, where you have a choice. You can go back to edit if this is, what you really want, or you can print your comic, which will send it here, and you can print it at your home computer. Or finally, let me just go back. You can email it. So, type your name, email, send it to other people. And when you do that, it goes over to your email and they send you an email where you can view the comic you just made. And this is a comic I made before, and that's it. One thing you need to know when you're making these comics is they do not save them. If you would like the comic, you need to either print it or email it to yourself. So if you're doing this with students, you need to make sure that they are all going to email it to you, because if they do not, as soon as they hit back, that's it for that comic. They'll need to start all over again, which is not good. Uh, well, that is it for this tutorial about Make Beliefs Comics. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.